Hey you guys, my name is Erin Wilson, and if you don't know me yet, I am a one-star qualifying diamond coach on our team. And I know there's a lot of you coaches who are added daily to our team, which is awesome. So if you don't know me yet, hi. Um, but Rachel had approached all of us diamonds and above to kind of take a week and talk to you guys about just some tips and things that have been working for us and allowed us to kind of build the teams that we're building, and also share some of our struggles and the mistakes that we've made along the way, because you better believe we totally have. And we're always learning just like you guys. But she kind of had asked us to do that, and I said I would totally do that for you guys. So I wanted to kind of share my story first, and then throughout the week I'll kind of share with you guys other things that have helped me, and also things that I've done that were, learning experiences. They didn't quite work, but that's okay. Um, they just have allowed me to kind of keep pushing forward. So let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. I was not one of those rock star coaches that came out of the gate and was emerald within 30 days or a week or whatever. I started out really kind of not having any idea what I was doing. I All I knew was that my first challenge group was just something I completely fell in love with. I loved um, the support. I loved the accountability. I loved seeing people um, post how excited they were that they're reaching their goals, and I just really fell in love with that whole concept. And I was somebody who went to the gym, but didn't really feel like I was getting the most awesome workout. And I don't know, it was kind of one of those things. I started to make excuses for myself and saying, well, I worked too late, and so now I can't come home, and now I can't go because I have so many other things to do. Because I'm also a full-time teacher. And for all of you guys who are teachers in the group, or know a teacher, it's kind of one of those full-time jobs that you do even when you're off. So needless to say, it's been a balance. So I was, not one of those rock star coaches. I signed up at the end of July, back in 2012. So in a couple weeks, it'll be my 3rd year anniversary, actually. And I really didn't know what I was doing. We didn't have the great resources that we do now, and you guys are just so awesome and lucky that you guys have this. But just know that, we've all made mistakes, and we've all tried things. So I didn't make my first sale for a few months until I had gotten back to school and started sharing my story with my other coworkers. I did my first challenge group with one of my success partners, and we had no idea what we were doing. We, she made a video, Tatiana made her video, and then sent over her portion. I made a video, and we mashed it together on iMovie, and it's pretty hysterical, and it's on YouTube somewhere. But it was one of those things that we just kind of dove in. And even at the time, I didn't even know what Success Club was. I had no idea that you're supposed to hit Success Club 5, 5 or more every month. And so, I kind of just didn't. I did it more for the discount. I did it more for me. I really loved the idea that I could help myself get healthy and stay fit, and I love Shakeology, and it was a great way to get a discount. But I was not one of those coaches who just came out and said, I really want to build this and make this full time. And it even took me probably the first 2 years. I was really kind of more of a hobby coach, where I enjoyed learning and I enjoyed building my team and I enjoyed inspiring others, but I was struggling, with my full-time teaching job. And, it was kind of one of those things where I didn't believe, it's not like I didn't believe in the business, but I had to believe in myself. And I think that is the key for all of us is you really have to believe in yourself and what you can do with this business. Especially if you are not somebody who is struggling a little bit, like myself. It took me a long time to hit Emerald. I was one of those coaches who was Emerald for months, like 6 or 8 months, and then I became Diamond. I actually hit Ruby, which is that elusive rank that not a lot of people hit. But I hit Ruby, and then I just pushed myself to hit Diamond. And what I really found in all that was that I really enjoyed becoming a leader, and that was something that was kind of not who I was as a child. I was really kind of more of the little quiet, the quiet follower. I would just kind of like have a good time and kind of go along with what other people were doing. But I really enjoy being a leader, and so I started doing more personal development, and I started taking more of a lead, and I really enjoyed that. And so I became Diamond, and I started building my team. And I wasn't like the strongest recruiter, although I had a lot of people who were my loyal followers who kind of really trusted in me. And I really believed in the challenge groups, so I would do challenge groups where people had to purchase a challenge pack. But then I would also do like free challenges. I would do clean eating challenges, and I had a general group where you didn't have to be doing Beachbody products or programs, that you could just be in there and keep yourself accountable and get support and motivation. And so that was kind of what my niche, my thing. I loved doing that. And then, I think, I want to say my turning point was about 8 months ago. I started to really, really focus on personal development. And I know you guys hear that a lot. And I know you're like, sometimes it's really hard to fit it in, and I totally get it. I'm a huge fan of audiobooks. And, really what it took was just me committing to my personal development. Because I knew that was going to make me a better leader. And I knew that was going to help me get out of my comfort zone. Because it is very, very easy to kind of stay within your comfortable bubble. And that's kind of what I did for several years. But my why is my why has also evolved and changed over time. Originally my why was, I just want to, pay for my Shakeology and have that covered. And I want to, earn $500 a month. And, I want to do these things. And I don't have kids yet of my own. So I'm not like a lot of you mamas in the group, which is great. I do have my fur baby. But my why I felt as easy to me. I couldn't just say, I'm doing this for my kids and I really want to stay home with them and things like that. But my why is still my why. And over time, it has really been getting bigger, and I've been dreaming a lot bigger. And what I've really found is that my why is just to be able to have the freedom to live my life the way I want to be able to say when I'm starting a family that we can live anywhere we want, and I can work from wherever. And I really want to be able to pay this forward and help other people achieve success like I've had, and achieve success like so many coaches have, because this is an amazing opportunity. And so my why really has been able to um, establish me to not hold on so much to my regular job. I love teaching, I love being around kids, but the politics of it all and the headache of dealing with what teaching encompasses as a whole gets harder and harder every year. Um, I've been a teacher for 11 years, and it doesn't get a whole lot easier. And so I joke with my mother, who is one of my discount coaches, but just that, it's hard to see yourself in a corporate job or something, even like teaching for, 20 some odd years more. So my why really has developed from just, meeting small little goals to really just imagining and dreaming bigger. And so my focus has really been working on my team this past year and helping them achieve their goals. And when you start putting that focus away from yourself, great things start to happen. When you start focusing on the people that you're talking to, and really just with the intention of purely helping them, great things happen. I think if we get stuck a lot on, hitting Success Club and making sure that we get our Shakeology paid for and the next paycheck, and when we do that, it just kind of, when we start focusing on the money, that's when things start to kind of fall apart sometimes. So, my story has been, not the storybook, like, hit emerald and then hit diamond and then, have this amazing story. But I can now say, you guys, that I have a wonderful team and we're doing great, and I have some wonderful coaches who are striving really hard to reach their goals, and I know they're going to reach them this year. And you guys, going to Summit is something that you need to do every year. It's amazing. And, when you can't go, it just makes you strive even harder to reach your goals. But, I'm also somebody who doesn't have a huge weight loss story either. I didn't get into this and lose, 30 to 50 pounds. I was already, fairly fit. I mountain bike ride. I do a lot of, more extreme sports. You can see the wake surf back there. We wakeboard, snowboard too sometimes in the winter. So I was fairly active. I just didn't have the body that I really wanted, and I felt like I was letting myself go because I was working overtime so much and staying at school a lot. And so having these home workouts have been really, really key for me. And, being shy, it was also a great way for me to not have to get out and go to the gym every night and, not really be assertive with what I really wanted to do when I got to the gym. And I also have a physical limitation in my right hip. So, I always felt like a little insecure at the gym. I always felt like, I couldn't do a whole lot with, my limitation, and my form wasn't always right. And I always felt like people were kind of watching. And so, I've always been that little self-conscious girl. And Beachbody has really helped me realize that that's just who I am, and that's something that I can help pay forward and help others with. So, just know that whatever your story is, it's really important to share it. And don't be afraid to share it, because there's people out there that could really benefit from you. And I hope to give you guys some good tips. That was kind of a little bit of my story and a little bit of my why. But throughout the week, just keep your eye out, because I will just share some things that have been working for me on social media. recruiting coaches, and also things that haven't worked for me. So, because we've all been there. But I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you later.